Oh my days. Oh my god, I am so fuming. Journalism, people. Journalism. There used to be a noble profession, at least back in the days when I was practicing and going to university and studying what I was taught, all the principles. It was a noble principle that you are bound by ethics to do research, to present one side of the story, look at that facts, go to the next side, go to the right and look at that side of the story, gathering all the sources and facts and meet in the middle. The truth is in the middle, and then you present to the readers, the audience, and let them decide for themselves. Nowadays, things not working like this, people. Nowadays this is what it is. We tell you this is the truth, and you shut the F up. Don't question what we are writing, because we are only gonna double down more. We're talking about Manchester United sales process and the British media and the lies that continue to spread and how they back each other and trying to create a media war. I get that. This is Manchester United we're talking about. Everyone is now coming out. The knives are sharpening. Knives is getting sharper and sharper. Everyone wants to win that Pulitzer Prize. Who broke the story? Who won the bid for Manchester United? This is what's going on, not the sales takeover. It is the journalism now trying to come out to say, we realize it's getting close. I was the one first. I told this line. I'm creating this story, and I will downplay it. Even Reuters and the most credible person in that room that has over 6 years being in New York, reporting on IPOs, mergers and acquisitions, breaking stories of big exclusive deals, and you trying to downplay it. It is basically, look at yourself, look at your title. You're a sports journalist correspondent, and you're attacking Mike Tyson. Mike, it is pretty much to step into the ring and challenging Mike Tyson for the title, and you're Skinny Bob the Builder. I suggest you stick to being a sports journalist and write about transfer markets.
Has the Premier League ever been more challenging?
Dankjewel. I feel welcome. Dit is my home and I want to achieve success. Okay?
Journalism. What is journalism nowadays in the modern world we're living in? This society, it's all about cancellation or doubling down certain narratives that your editorials and chiefs has chosen to take on path, and it's all about in this instant regarding Manchester United takeover, which is by far the biggest scoop that anyone can break, including sports publications. So why not create a little bit of attention? Why not create a little bit of a war? Why not coming out to say that I will be the first one to break it? We're talking about Laurie Whitwell's, we're talking about athletics, we're talking about Simon Stone's BBC's, we're talking about Ben Jacobs, we're talking about all them jazz, Mike Keegan's and everything by trade and professional. If you look at it, they're sports journalists and sports correspondents that for some reason have been reporting correctly or incorrectly regarding transfer markets. But I guess you should stick to doing what you're doing, because we've seen the diabolical attack to discredit a certain publication that came out yesterday, and that is Reuters. So basically you're really attacking Anirban Sen, right? If you don't know who Anirban Sen is, he's basically top tier. He's handling the most important mergers and acquisitions and IPOs. It's based in New York, works for Reuters, right? And gets an exclusive to break it. And what is the British journalists trying to do is downplaying it. That say, well, no. And then you have to downplay it also, Rio Ferdinand that sits also with connections. So it's clear and obvious, man. It is clear and obvious for me. This has to stop, to be honest. All you want to do is to create the first publication to say, I broke the news. Your editorials don't want this to stop. They want you to continue pressing this story to create another narrative that Sir Jim Ratcliffe is still in the race. Well, it's there, right there in the papers. When Anirban Sen breaks the news to say this is exclusive, it's almost close to the truth. But journalism, when I went to school and studied, when my old gaffer used to tell me that it is all about presenting the fact from one side, present you with the fact A, fact B, and then at the end of the day, you present it in such a way that it is up to you as a reader to decide what is the truth. But always seek the truth, right? Nowadays, publications don't want to publish the truth. They want to be profitable. And who's to blame, right? At the end of the day, we got to call a spade a spade. Enough is enough. Why don't you tell us the truth?
You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth.
Obviously, I'm calling you out as lazy. You're just basically calling out the front office, trying to get some information from Ineos, trying to get some information from Rain Group, and nobody's giving you anything. What you have to do then is just to create headlines and recycle different articles or create essays and educating people how the sales process actually works in mergers and acquisition. Well, if you look at your sports title, journalist, chief editor, whatever in transfer news, I suggest that you stick to that. Before you go and tack, Anirban Sen, just go and look at his profile. If you want to collaborate with this story, why didn't you contact him to ask? You're so quickly to kill his credibility, kill everything that is out there. Publications sells lies, fake news. And why are you doing so? Miguel Delaney, sports washing, human rights, probably sponsored by some think tank as well, because publications nowadays don't sell it. It is a pure profit business. You go into their websites to read, you have to pay subscriptions. And even if it's free, you can't even read the freaking article because it's totally bombarded with advertisements, right? Where is journalism gone today? That is so beautiful to be independent journalist, that you're not really tied into what the publication wants to tow. If you're lefty, righty, doesn't really matter. It's freedom of speech, freedom of press, right, creative, what you are bound to do as a journalist, to tell the truth, the whole truth, but nothing but the truth. But unfortunately, in today's society, we don't get that. I 100% been reached out to Anirban Sen to see, your story is almost 100% correct. And obviously, he sits in New York. Who sits in New York? It's Rain Group's head office as well. It is. I find it very bizarre that the media is now, British media is trying to create a war in between each other, and they back each other as well. They run on different YouTube channels as well to all of a sudden show their faces, right? That's not what we do here on my channel. I've been reaching out to some of them to come out and have a say and actually have a debate, and nobody's responded. Some people take 250 euros to have it come to the channel and speak, but I'm not willing to pay. I want the truth to come out there. And the truth is that Sheikh Jassim actually got the 69% on Monday by the Glazer family. And that what we're seeing right now is the purchase of the remaining 31%. But the thing is that this been leaked out, and the club didn't like it. Rain Group don't like it either. They want to sort of quiet it down until it's 100% secure. Another interesting fact is, within 2 weeks also, you have a new board meeting. A new board meeting. Now, I'm sure this is going to be resolved before then. But I'm calling a spade a spade. I had enough. I had enough. I don't know about you, but this has got to end. This media spin has got to end, because at the end of the day, the only one that gets hurt is the poor fan base across the world that's suffering from anxiety. They've been suffering from 18 years of the Glazers robbing the clubs, and you haven't not been writing anything. Everyone profits. Negativity sells. You stick to one narrative, and then you go with it. You're doubling down. You're backing each other as well, quote tweeting each other. it is a domino effect. Why not? Why let a foreign entity or a godforsake a Reuters or a Bloomberg that actually has credibility? If you go look at this profile of the chief executive writer, this guy is a heavyweight. So it's basically putting Mike Tyson versus Skinny Bob the Builder in a ring and a slugfest. It's knockout in the first 30 seconds, obviously. At the end of the day, this is me presenting the facts and ranting, and I present it back to you. It's up for you to decide. Speaking me, Ruby from Mufc Realist TV. It's Friday. Nothing as of yet is coming out, but let's just be patient and don't believe the media. They shot themselves in the kneecaps, they shot themselves in the foot, and we're just calling a spade a spade. Take it easy, and we should speak to you very, very shortly, soon as we hear something. Bye for now. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching Mufc Realist TV. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us on the socials.